Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, you know what? Who was not having a fantastic day? The people I'm about to talk to and about in this video about 15 different ways that not only can get you kicked off a cruise ship, but actually get you banned for life. So over the past few years, I've had to cover many stories out there of people who were kicked off cruise ships and banned for life. Some of them you may remember, some of them you might not realize is a thing, but let's go over it. How about bringing on any kind of controlled substance? So yes, if you're bringing on cocaine onto a cruise ship, you're gonna get banned if you're caught with it. But something as simple as possibly CBD gummy bears have also had people banned, not only from getting on the cruise ship, but banned for life. So yes, bringing on any kind of controlled substance can get you banned. Number two, seems like a nice leisurely thing to do when you're on vacation, go fishing, but a cruise ship is not the place to do it. And people have been banned for life because they were fishing off their balcony. Some people with actual fishing rods, other people just a line over the side into the water. Don't fish off a cruise ship balcony. There's tons of things to do on a cruise ship. You don't have to fish from your balcony. Speaking of balconies, do not climb over your balcony. That will also get you kicked off the cruise ship and banned. Balconies are meant with railings to protect you from going overboard, and crawling over them is an easy way to immediately get you kicked off the ship. And it doesn't matter for what reason, like taking selfies. How many people have you heard get kicked off because they were trying to get that perfect Instagram photo? Don't climb a balcony. Speaking of balconies, balconies are lined up on a cruise ship. You're side by side, and the walls of your cabin are pretty paper thin. So often if you leave your balcony door open, you can hear the people next door on their balcony talking, right? It's that close of neighbor, it's only a few feet away. Well, one couple found out the hard way when they had, shall we say, a very athletic lovemaking session, shall we say, and they left their balcony door open. Not only could they be heard through the walls very clearly, the surrounding passengers could hear very clearly out the open balcony door. Well, they were asked to tone it down and everything, but apparently did not. And yeah, they got kicked off and banned for love. Banned for love? Ha ha ha! Banned for love, everybody, banned for love. Well, I guess if I'm getting kicked off a cruise ship, that's the reason I want to get kicked off. While we're on the side of a little risque, number 5 would be topless sunbathing. Now, some cruise lines have an area, like Virgin Cruise Lines has an area where you can go topless if you wish. However, most cruise lines, family-friendly pool areas, do not allow you to go topless on their beaches or on their cruise ships. Well, one passenger decided, nope, they were going to do this no matter what. And when they were asked to cover up, they refused. And refused repeatedly to the point where security was called. They still refused. And now those people were not only removed from the ship at the next port, they are now banned for life as well. Because yes, first off, the sunbathing is not allowed. But if you argue about it when asked to put your top back on, you can get banned for life as well. Number 6, as somebody who is a photographer and somebody who does videos for a living, I often want to get drone footage of cruise ships. I have a drone, I don't bring it on cruise ships because the rule is you cannot film and fly your drone on cruise ships. It can interfere with the radar, it can interfere with different signals on the cruise ships. They won't allow it. If you can get special permission, and it has a whole list of things you have to do and everything. You have to be part of a media group or something in order to fly a drone from a cruise ship. Well, If you fly your drone on a cruise ship and you're caught, you can get banned. So that beautiful shot of the ship flying above in 4K can get you banned from that ship you love for life. Number 7, smoking. Smoking anything, including vaping and hard drugs or whatever, soft drugs, anything, cigarettes, you name it, cigars, smoking in non-designated areas can get you kicked off the cruise ship, especially if you're caught on balconies. Now recently my buddy Tony was on a cruise and he noticed numerous people at various days smoking on their balcony. Those people have a high risk of being caught and banned for life from cruising, because fire has happened in the past from discarded cigarette butts on a cruise cabin. And you don't want to be on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean in a fire. It is one of the most scary situations you could possibly have, and it is the most dangerous thing that can happen on a cruise ship, is a fire at sea. Number 8, sneaking into areas that you're not supposed to be on the cruise ship. And one in particular where people have been caught fraternizing with crew members and trying to sneak into the crew's quarters. Or not even fraternizing with them, just thinking they have this connection and then trying to sneak in and find that person below deck. Banned for life, immediately. Yeah, do not try and sneak into crew quarters unless you're a crew member, and do not ever go into areas like the engine room or thing, or sneak in below deck where you're not supposed to be. This will immediately get you kicked off the ship and immediately banned for life, and possibly charges as well. Speaking of charges, fighting on a cruise ship. Need we say more? Fighting on a cruise ship is an out-and-out ban from cruise lines immediately. If you're caught fighting on a cruise ship, you cause a fight on a cruise ship, you're filmed fighting on a cruise ship, you will be not only kicked off the cruise ship at the next port, you will be banned for life, and possibly, depending on the footage and everything, police get involved again and possibly have charges. Not only that, you can also get fined on top of that for fighting on a cruise ship, and any damage you may cause to chairs or tables or glassware or anything will also be added to that fine. So yeah, it's best to turn the other cheek and just walk away. Otherwise, you may never step foot on a cruise ship again. How about number 10? Reckless or dangerous behavior. How many times have we seen videos of people, ha ha ha, this is funny, and jumped into the water from their balcony thinking it's hilarious, only to discover when you jump from 10 floors up, when you hit the water, it's like landing in cement. It is a very rough landing. You're not a professional high diver. Many people break their arms, throw out their shoulders, and have a hard time recovering and have to be rescued by the crew. So yes, even in port, people have done that. And of course, you do something idiotic like that, not only you, but everybody in your party, if they were a witness to it and kind of urging you on, can also be banned for life from cruising. Yeah, and also, if you jump from a cruise ship and you get banned and that's the only thing that happens to you, consider yourself one of the lucky ones. Number 11, I kind of wish sometimes this would happen more often, and that is mistreating the crew. Verbally abusing, threatening, pushing, shoving, taking a swing at a security, anything along those lines should be immediate cause for, first of all, warning, calm down, or this is going to happen, and if you don't calm down, goodbye. As opposed to screaming and yelling, never gets your point across. And some people have gone as far as to try and climb over the desk at guest services, or go behind the guest and into the back room where some of the officers are, or walk up to the captain and start yelling at the captain because of something that somebody did at the front desk because they were charged a bottle of wine and they didn't know how much that bottle of wine actually was, and they're not going to pay that bottle of wine. Captain, you have to do something. Those people, gone off the ship and banned for life. Number 12, this should go without saying as well. Stealing, any kind of theft on a cruise ship should get you banned, and does get you banned for life. And we had a perfect example of just the other month where somebody stole artwork on display on the cruise ship. Just walked off with it. I mean, what did you expect was going to happen? Yes, they were charged, they were fined, they're going to court, and they were banned for life. Stealing anything on a cruise ship, including other people's belongings, can get you banned on a cruise ship. I've seen people be banned for walking up and taking people's sunglasses and items on their chair, putting them into a bag and walking away with them. That's considered theft. It's one thing to take them and put them on the ground. It's a completely other thing to put them in a bag and walk away with them. That's stealing, that's theft, you're out of there. This one is one of my favorite. Because there's a television program out there called World's Dumbest Criminals, right? How many people have seen those videos and things like that? Well, that goes the same for people on cruising. If you're going to post something about breaking a rule or how you get away with something on a cruise that's not allowed, but you do it anyway, like how you sneak alcohol on board, or how you sneak, marijuana on board, or anything, or how you tampered with water bottles on board so you don't have to pay for the water on a cruise, don't post it to social media. You're gonna get caught and you're gonna get banned. And every one of these examples have actually happened and been banned for life from the cruise lines. I mean, if you're going in to rob a bank, are you going to be selfieing you and video vlogging yourself doing the robbing of the bank and then post it on media saying, look what I got away with? Come on, people. World's Dumbest Criminals. Number 14, throwing anything overboard. Anything at all. It is banned. That cruise ships spend a lot of time and a lot of money making sure that they make sure the garbage and everything is picked up and that their waste going into the ocean is minimized. They have biodegraders, they have all kinds of recycling on board, and they do not tolerate anybody throwing things overboard. From leftover food from your room service, to flicking your cigarette butts overboard, to some people, remember this story, getting drunk and disorderly and hey, having a good old time and deciding they're gonna throw the balcony furniture overboard just for hoots and giggles. Well, yeah, banned for life. Everybody on that balcony in a company that uses it for travel. All banned for life. Don't throw anything overboard, and especially don't throw furniture overboard. Wow. And speaking of drunk and disorderly, number 15, being drunk. And we're not talking about having a good time and getting to the point where you're a little tipsy and having, joking around and things like that. We're talking to the point where you can barely walk. You start vomiting in the hallways and vomiting in the bars, or even passing out at the bar because you've drunk so much that you're incoherent. That can get you banned from a cruise. Getting yourself into a situation. Now, most of the time, the crew will intervene before that happens, or if that happens, they will get you escorted back to your room, and then you will be given a warning not to happen. But I've seen it happen that the guys get a warning, the girls get a warning, somebody gets a warning, and then the next night, they're back at it, pounding back the drinks on that drink package, and yeah, they end up getting kicked off the ship and banned for life because, yeah, the cruise line doesn't want to take any chances that you're getting into such a state where you harm yourself and possibly then try and go after the cruise line because you said, hey, they let me get drunk, and so that's the reason I climbed over my balcony and jumped into the ocean off the coast of Spain. Well, Yeah, they're not going to let that happen. They're going to drop you off at the coast of Spain, and you're going to have to find your way home and never get back on a cruise ship again. So there you go. That's 15 reasons you can get banned and have gotten people banned for life off cruise ships. Kicked off, banned for life for doing these simple things that sound logical not to do, but people do it anyway. However, you know which one. If I was going to get banned for life on that list of 15, there's only one that I might be okay with. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever seen some of this behavior? Have you ever experienced people doing this and wish they got banned and hadn't been? But yeah, leave the comments down below, and until next time, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.